All right, everyone, we are live. We're really excited because we had 9 people waiting. We were like, whoa,
that's a lot.
We have made the big time. I'm not even on the right screen right now because I don't even have all of the stuff. Sam, I've messed it up.
You've messed up all the widgets. They're not on there. Well, there's some of it.
What did I have up here? That looks a bit messed up. Hang on.
That was some ages ago.
I think that's fine. I think I have messed stuff up, but... Oh, this was SimRigger. It doesn't exist. I think we just go on this one. I think this one's all good. This one's all good. Right? It's a little bit janky. But...
It's a bit stretched out. It's a wide old... What is that? That?
Yeah, I don't know why it's so wide.
It's a wide Corvette.
Why is it so wide? I can't even select it. At the corner there. Oh! Probably I made it wide
stretched
to like take up more space because to stop the empty space. Yeah, welcome Jake Snap, welcome Black Cat. Hope you're doing well. Well, we're inching closer to the Formula One start.
We are testing next week. The actual first official test.
Should we start with a bit of F1 chat? Is everyone, if you're okay with that, if you don't want to, then let us know. But Mercedes looking like strong, right?
I mean, they seem to have the big jump on the motor, same as the last time there's new engine regs. But that should realistically mean that they're going to drag McLaren along, who obviously can make a good car. Williams, obviously, with their car, and which appeared today, actually had its first on-track testing.
Really?
Yeah, at Silverstone.
Because what a mess that's car been. I mean,
as always with Williams.
Didn't it fail the crash test? And then it was overweight and.
I don't know if it failed the crash test. I didn't read that. And then obviously people saying, yeah, it's 30 kilos overweight, but the official documents say it's like 3 kilos.
Okay.
Which is...
Maybe someone
missed... I think someone just probably guessed. It's like, this is why it didn't make it to Barcelona.
Yeah. Obviously, we have on the table... We have a secret product on the table that I'm not sure is out yet. It was meant to come out today, but I don't know, so I'm actually going to check.
That's why it's hidden behind here.
Yeah. Welcome, Nick Reese, Tears of a Clown. Evening all, as Dixon of Doc Green once said. I don't know. I don't understand that reference.
No.
I'm going to check.
Doc Green?
I don't know.
Like set in like the 90s.
Not sure. That's interesting. I searched the name of this product and one of my video comes up. Good.
The whole array of headsets on the table as well. I'll tell you what's not on the table. Goblin.
We do have the Goblin.
The
yeah.
Goblin. Goblin. The Goblin.
Got the Goblin.
Got the Goblin. Room for it.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Do feel free to announce yourself joining. We are going to talk, of course, ASETEK Corsa Evo as well. Very controversial news today. It is out. Okay, Sam, we can reveal it.
Oh, so I can move it.
Yeah. So this is. It's weirdly weird. We have all this stuff on. We don't sell it. Like there's no affiliate. It's like.
Why?
Why do you have the black shark? Basically, when we went to CES, we took some samples. Basically, so we've taken a sample headset from Black Shark, and I'm going to compare it against the Astra A50X, which I think is a top of the range headset. I mean, McLaren aren't going to put their name and that's not top of the range.
It's gonna be good.
And the Black Shark is much cheaper. It's a much smaller box as well.
And it's called the Goblin.
Yeah, and it's called the Goblin.
Number one reason to buy a headset is the Goblin.
It's actually the Goblin. Chat, would anyone buy the Goblin?
Goblin X8.
But yeah, the product is this. This is new from Conspit. CPP Evo V2. They've upgraded the hydraulics. So
adjusted a lot of stuff.
I haven't been on it yet. It's still got the tag on it. That's come out today. Why it needed upgrading? To be honest, I don't know. Whether that replaces the brake pedal in like the full set you buy from now on, I don't know.
So it's just about just this. So you got like throttle,
plate,
and then that separately.
Obviously, they've sent me this, and at some point I'll be trying it out. But that's come out today, so I thought it's pretty cool to have that on the. Yes, welcome, Ellie Neeb.
It does look good as well.
So I'm going to do a pinned comment. Welcome to the stream. Let us know what sim racing setup you currently have and what you're looking to upgrade. That's how we usually roll. Welcome, Stag Racing. Can you see that sound, by the way?
No.
The goblin.
The goblin is in the way. That's all right. I don't need to see the bottom.
Okay.
I think the goblin.
Let's hide the YouTube plaque. What's my greatest achievement? 100,000 subscribers of Goblin. Welcome, Timulator. Welcome, McGurkin, as well. So it's Corsa Evo news, and we need to hear from you, everyone. Oh, hang on. That chat message is
Covered by
that, and I just moved something that I don't know what. So the chat going over both black and green is that's better. That's better.
That looks better,
That's
right?
better. Yeah. Do you reckon that's actually pretty nice? I mean, that's just dead space there, right? Yeah, we got a lot more space for stuff, so let us know. Also, those likes are not accurate. At some point, I will update them.
I will sort that.
Yeah. Hopefully, maybe it is like a psychology thing. It incentivizes people. Oh, we're already on 62. It must be a good stream.
We're getting closer.
Yeah. Welcome, James C1J. KTM, any idea why Logitech have increased the price? Let me know, because I thought the G923 was on sale. I thought it was 30% off. And I'm actually going to be doing a video very soon. You see, we've got the G Pro here. This is my G Pro. As
you can tell by the Velcro on the side. Just here.
Which is from my Steel Series headset I use, actually. This is battle. This is like 2 years. Like, a lot of people, YouTubers, will talk about equipment, they actually use it. Like, I have used this for a long time. And it's here because I'm going to be making a video kind of comparing it with the G923. So I'm interested if the pricing has gone up. Do let us know. Mark Elliott, I'm really upset about Assetto Corsa Evos. I prefer single player career mode. I was looking forward to it. Let us know more, Mark. Let us know more. We're going to talk about it. Stag Racing. I have a MOZA R5 set up and I'm looking forward to getting a brand new steering wheel since its stock ES wheel was a bit bad. I was able to win some race in iRacing, which was uncomfortable. Have you used the ES rim much?
Yes,
I know you modded it.
I use it for the Rallycross.
Okay.
But
would you use it in a Mazda? It'd be fine, I guess.
In a Mazda, it'd be fine. GR86 I use a round wheel as well. Mm-hmm. There is specific that Ford Racer thing which I was doing last night as well. Okay. Using that, but yeah, it's good for if you.
But you have modded it also. You've made it bigger and
I put the wider rim.
Yeah.
And the bigger extended gear paddles.
So if you're looking for a steering wheel, I would say, and I don't think I quite have it here, but it doesn't matter. This is the KS Pro. This is MOZA's brand new KS Pro.
You want the normal KS? Is that what you were just looking for?
No. So they do also a CS Pro, which is like this, but it's round. It has a screen in it. I think it's about $349. Mm-hmm. That for me is a very easy recommendation at that budget. I think it's almost pretty much unbeatable. For example, as you saw in my video, MOZA might not like me saying this, but I think performance-wise for GT3s, this is a better wheel than this, and this is $1,300.
But that does look really cool.
That does look cool, and obviously that's a different thing with like the Porsche stuff and everything. But like, if you want performance, the CS Pro is the same as that, but it's circular, so I would go for that. Mm-hmm. Reba said, when the race on upgrade kit? I don't know, we saw Thrustmaster ages ago now. For the race on the brake, Lotus brake T598.
Yeah. Well, they did say first quarter, so they've got to April. They've still got a month and a half to go. The time's ticking.
Time is ticking. KTM, they increased the discount, but also the RRP. Can you let us know specific figures, please?
Is it Van Dyke who said that? Or Van Drake? 329, if that's the same concept.
Is that KS Pro? Mark feels like AC Evo misled us. We'll get back onto AC Evo. We'll talk about some big news of today. How much is the McLaren headset? I think it's above £400. I think it's very expensive. And the reason why it's so expensive, I think is a bit weird, to be honest. We just tell it how it is on the show. I think it's a bit weird. I think it's expensive because it's designed so you can plug your PlayStation and your Xbox and your PC at the same time.
How much do you think it is?
400.
Not far off. 380 in Curry's.
But I don't think most people have a PlayStation and an Xbox and a PC plugged in.
One or the other.
Or your Xbox is downstairs and your PC. So I feel like that's partly why it's so expensive. Mm-hmm. I think even this is top of the range, so the audio and everything is going to be insane. Mm-hmm. Obviously, McLaren branding pay a little bit more on top. I think worth it. As and when I do content on that, I think it's going to look incredible. But I just feel like you
Have
don't.
you actually opened this yet?
No. I just feel like you don't need as much. Because I want to do a blind test with this,
Yeah.
and we've got a razor.
And Goblin.
And Goblin, yeah. It's a blind test. Imagine we're like. They do that in
What's the other one?
supermarkets.
Black Dragon, isn't it?
Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
We're going to try those. So I've gone off track.
They do them in supermarkets.
Chat, you need to at Kireth in the chat when I go off track, because then Sam will see it in red and we kind of catch back up. Stag Racing does Formula Racing. I found myself using the F4 and Formula V in the ES rim. Definitely. Either get. Actually, do you want to bring the KS up? Either get the KS, which is $220, or for $100 more, get the KS Pro. That, to me, easy options. Remember, I broke this one and I fixed it as well, so I properly used that
probably
one.
just see
Can
the
you tell?
stickers
Can you tell?
kicking off.
Did Logitech get in contact about the McLaren rim? To be fair, I haven't asked them yet about the McLaren rim. But if it's not on sale, I'm not that interested in reviewing it, because I like reviewing stuff that people might be buying, so I can let you know the pros and cons, which is what I'm going to do Gen 23. Should I save on the Logitech Hub Plus wheel or the Mozart KS?
Well, I heard he's pretty good on the piano, so could potentially go for that.
Would have been an insane sim racer. What historical figures do you think would have been really good sim racers? Like Beethoven.
I'll tell you who wouldn't. Van Gogh. Because you use your hearing quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
And then if you cut off your ear, then I'm struggling a bit.
Like Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Very dominant, wouldn't it? It'd be like Nigel Mansell. It'd be like
Mansel's like
Nigel
Caesar,
Mansell.
he's a Caesar reincarnated.
Caesar's behind you.
I just want to understand from Adam Bessuini, should I save on the Logitech Hub Plus wheel or MOZA KS? I don't. What base are you running and what do you want to do? I don't quite understand. Joey says, hey Kireth, have a chance to get a mid-range wheelbase between 12 Nm SIMUCUBE Alpha Evo, MOZA R12 or FANATEC DD Newton meters. Which one would you recommend? I'm mainly do GT racing and drifting. Okay. I would consider, by the way, getting the R9, not the R12, and allocating some of that budget onto a rim. Because the R9 is 299, I think. And I think the R12 might be 439 or something.
Yeah, it's quite a big jump up between the two.
So I'd rather have an R9 and KS Pro rather than an R12 and KS.
But if he's doing GT racing and drifting,
if you're doing drifting
for sure, he needs a round wheel.
Yeah, if you're doing drifting, I would actually keep... Well, the ES was quite small.
Yeah.
Is that good for drifting?
No.
So you probably want the ES wheel with that mod. Or the truck wheel.
But
the truck wheel's $229. Yeah.
Wheelbase wise, for me personally, I'd probably go. It'd be between the SIMUCUBE and the R12 for me. Out the ones you've listed.
Yeah, the FANATEC Club Sport DD, even that's had a price drop, is still, I think, very expensive. And you're limited.
You're very limited.
You're gonna have to
on
get
wheels.
another QR for that, and like, oh my god.
And then you might get the right QR.
Yeah.
Or you might.
Or as we saw, which I've said is going to happen, and people have said you're talking nonsense. Someone on the internet has bought.
Is this that picture you said?
Yeah, they've bought the different QR, and they're like, "Why is it not working?
Why is this not fit? Have I spent all my
money?" And obviously,
money?
the internet's like, "You idiot! How could you not know?" But I think that's completely wrong because
We say this nearly every week. You've got a present from your nan.
Yeah.
Your nan's like, "Here you go, Sam.
Yeah.
Have this," and you're like, "They don't fit." How's your nan
Man,
meant
you
to
didn't
know?
get the QR2 Composite Plus for this.
It's the wrong one, then.
Yeah. Keegan the Veganator says MOZA releasing CSV2 Pro wheels, none of the old ones available on eBay cheap. I think they're available on MOZA on the cheap. The original CS and KS are on discount, €229. Keegan, go to www.simrigger.com and check it there. The prices are live. Welcome O-Friendly as well. Black is not buying it. I saw, yes. People yesterday commented, I'm not buying it until I watch our review.
Of what?
I think it was a McLaren rim, so I'm going to send that. I'm going to send that to Logitech and say, "Hey, we got to review it."
Okay.
Thomas says, "What's better, G Pro Logitech or R12 MOZA?" Oh, well, the G Pro base is quite a bit more expensive than the R12.
Once again, for me, they all do essentially the same job. It's your steering wheel. But for me, the MOZA, just to be able to...
Rim ecosystem.
Just MOZA plus the ease of putting other stuff on without having to get fancy adapter, wherever that is.
I would say if you're not on PlayStation, that's a big pro of Logitech out the way. If you're on PlayStation, it's easy answer Logitech.
Yeah.
If you're not on PlayStation, then MOZA comes into play. And I think for $1,000, It's on simrigger.com. You can check it. I built it there. If the price is still correct, I think you can get an R9 base. I think you can get the CRP2 low tail pedals, and I think you can get either a KS or a KS Pro.
Yeah, I mean
for $1,000,
which is solid.
Which is
solid.
fair. I mean, that is like a
really nice
multi-year setup. Yeah. It's interesting if you break it down. I mean, that's easily like a is that like a 4-year setup? I think so. I mean, I've been using the G Pro for 2 years.
Well, the R9, the KS Pro.
4 years is stretching it, but let's say it's a 4-year setup.
Yeah.
As in, by the end of 4 years, you're either not going to be sim racing or you're going to want to upgrade. So that would be $250 a year, which would be about $20 a month. Which is
quick maths.
Yeah.
If it's right.
Can we get that verified?
Fact check him.
Mark Elliott.
I think you lost a little bit. Go one more higher. Over that one.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh, damn. Okay, McGurkin Spickled. Currently rocking my GTDD Pro with boost pack and V3s affixed to a semi-foldable scaffold board.
Nice.
Is that like a wooden?
I'm guessing that's what it'd be.
X-door frame rig, accented with a Next dining chair. Nice, there we go. Nice. I didn't know Next did sim racing. Looking to upgrade. Yeah, looking to maybe upgrade to my partner's chair. Does your partner know about that? Is the question. They're going to be sat on the scaffold.
Does your partner's chair have wheels on it?
And does your partner know about the goblin?
Has she heard about the goblin?
Welcome CZK as well. KTM G923 new RRP 379 discounted to 289 last month. Okay, that's interesting. I always thought, I might be wrong, but I always thought the G923 default price was 379, which is a bit ridiculous because you would never buy it at 379. Yeah. So I've always thought it was like that, and I always thought you buy it on 30% discount, which seems to always be on discount. But I need to check this because tomorrow I'm going to be doing some stuff with the G923, so I need to be on top of that. I think what I was going to say in essence is that if you can stretch to a RS50 combination, you're getting a lot more. If you can't stretch, then you go for G923. But, Stag Racing, I might actually consider getting the KS wheel. I've been told by friends and associates it's a good wheel. Yeah, the KS is solid. Go watch my review of it on the channel. Sam's used it as well. So in fact, you're probably in the review of it. So, yes. What else have we got here? Mark Elliott looking to upgrade. Would you call the road field detail software upgrading from FANATEC D plus SIMUCUBE 3 Pro significant? So Sam's a good person to ask because Sam has the Formula FANATEC wheel, or had passed on, which has rumble motors in it.
It does. Best thing ever.
You tried the SIMUCUBE 3 Pro. You're one of the first people in the world to try it, and you were like, "Wow, this wheel must have rumble motors."
Yeah, exactly.
And the guy's like, "No, it's not."
Yeah, I mean, it's really handy that you can actually feel obviously everything is simulated. You don't get the body feel, so in the game it needs to be, and you can only use certain patches. So obviously, only certain parts you contact to the wheel. To actually put the force coming through the hand grips, or makes it feel like the force is actually coming through the hand grips, is insane. It really helps you feel when your front end's sliding or when you've got too much grip, stuff like that. So I've said it to everyone when we was at the show, why don't they have rumble motors in their hand, the grips?
I have not reviewed a SIMUCUBE 3 Pro. I have driven a SIMUCUBE 3 Pro.
Zolder?
23-hour
race.
That's SIMUCUBE 2 Pro. So I use a SIMUCUBE 2 Pro at the moment. So I'm very au fait with that. I've tried the SIMUCUBE 3 Pro, but I have not had it in for review and done a thorough review of it. However, and also the time when I drove it was set up by SIMUCUBE, like ultra sim racing nerds know what they're doing. Yeah. But that was probably the best force feedback experience I've ever had. To the extent I was like, I probably would turn off the haptics and the pedals if you remember me saying. Because I was like the feedback feels so good through the wheel. I'd almost like have it off in the pedals because there's too much going on. So it was that good. So, but I've heard there's been software issues with it. I'll reach out to SIMUCUBE to try it out, and I'll be comparing it with the Club Sport DD Plus, which had 4 force, the G Pro, which has 3 force, and MOZA R25, and that'll be a big 4-way video. Obviously, the big question is like, is it just better to get a SIMUCUBE 2 Pro? The 2 Pro is great as well, but that 3 Pro was the best force feedback experience I've ever had. It's also very expensive.
Super expensive. But then, do you get what you're saying? You're paying a lot of money.
Yeah.
But are you getting the best product on the market?
Welcome McMasker7598 to membership as well. Welcome to the membership, McMasker. Can we get some claps out in chat? Let us know why you decided to become a member. Because I need to think about what I do with membership stuff. So,
What are you looking to find?
Was it the emojis? Because I want to revamp all of that stuff. And I want to be clear. I don't want to make these streams like members only or anything like that. In fact, I think it's annoying when people browse YouTube and members only stuff pops up. So
I know this is complete tangent. You know Alpha Live?
Yeah.
You know they're going behind the paywall.
I saw a video from Piers. Yeah.
They're going behind the paywall, which makes no sense. You can watch all the heats, but as soon as finals start, that's it.
What's their name for it? Like
Slipstream or something?
Yeah. So we're not doing that here, but I want to understand how to integrate the membership. So thanks so much, McMasker. Look at the claps coming out as well. I just want to go back to SIMUCUBE 3 Pro.
More?
Yeah, it could very well be the best wheelbase in the world. But remember also, I flew to SimLab, did a blind test of SimLab's new direct drive against SIMUCUBE 2 Pro, and there were a lot of elements that I liked in SimLab as well. So we need to see that coming up. We may. This is very early conversations. We may go to Charlotte, depending on calendars and everything. And I'm pretty sure SimLab will be in Charlotte. So if we go, you can. I don't think it's as busy as the Germany one, the US ones. I
reckon. Well,
I think bigger space as well.
Yeah, it probably is just as busy. It's just going to be a massive place.
But we'll probably, if we do go, and it's not certain yet, but if we go, we will be able to go on SIMUCUBE 3 Pro, like run across the SimLab, run back. Yeah, like
calling off an
remember
area
that.
for you to run.
Okay, remember how it was. Like
calling off a racing line for you to run between stages.
So we can do that. Welcome M Chila as well. So I'm well behind. Rich Jones wants to upgrade from G923. I was going to get a FANATEC full setup. If you like your G923, I would stay in Logitech and get the RS50. To be honest, just because it's going to be different on FANATEC. If you don't like Logitech, then it'll be exciting to go to FANATEC. But it'd be interesting to understand how you found the G923. Chila's tempted to upgrade the wheelbase, but don't know if it's just marketing getting the better of me. You've got the R21.
V1.5.
Yeah, see, it's the one Jimmy's got. Will I notice a big difference? I would say not enough to buy. Not enough to upgrade from an R21. I mean, it's nice. I don't know if you've been on the R25, but I don't think so.
I think I've done like one lap.
It's nice. There's really nice LFE. When you sit in the pits, everything's vibrating. It vibrates the rig. You can get lock up through it. You can get, when you overload the tires, you can get that through it. But ultimately, it's the same quick release on it. I'm not running it at 25 Newton meters. I'm running it all the way down. I think I'm running it at like 5 or something.
Would you prefer the 21 or the 25?
I prefer the 25. The 25 does have another bit of hardware. It's like a torque, some kind of torque sensor. Okay. And I feel like that does make it a little bit more refined. I haven't made a video on it yet because it's such a subtle thing. But the R25 is $899. The R21 is $699. So it's a very important question for people. Like, is it worth $200? Yeah. And it might be one where it's not worth $200, but it is better kind of thing. But I need to quantify it. But I personally would not upgrade from an old R21 to an R25. I would use that money elsewhere. I would use it towards a nice wheel or something. Why can't MOZA sell the R5 separately? They do, I believe. Or do they only sell it in the bundle?
They only sell it in the bundle. It's just bundle.
But the bundle is, I think, $349.
The bundle's a bargain.
The bundle's a bargain.
Absolute bargain.
So you just pawn off the pedals
and the wheel.
And
then you got your...
Yeah.
And to be fair, the price of like the KS, not the KS Pro, the KS, you can sell the pedals, sell the ring, probably actually got enough money for KS wheel.
Welcome, John Marston. Welcome, McMasker. Hello from Finland. So you are from... maybe you are from SIMUCUBE, actually, because they are from Finland. KTM, I just checked, and you're right. It's just a discounted price went up. Okay. Philly Central says, RS50 and pedals have just arrived. First impressions, have to push my foot through the floor to brake. Oh, Sam, do you want to... No. Coincidentally, this is literally coincidentally. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe it. It's like a magic. It's like a Houdini.
Wait, it's right here.
So these are the RS50 pedals.
Base.
What's your question? Isn't this the best sim racing show in the world? So if you can rotate it, Sam, maybe so people can see the elastometers or elastomers. I don't know why I would say elastometers. So I don't think, I might be wrong, but I don't think it comes with alternative ones in the box.
I didn't unbox this. So
Okay.
I don't know.
I also think I put them back together wrong. In fact, can you help me, Philly Central? Can you help me on this? When you made your RS pedals, have a look here.
Was there two?
Were there
next to
two
each other?
washers? Was there a washer in between there? Because I feel like somewhere along the way, somehow I've lost a washer, but I'm not
Somehow.
sure. And I don't want to ask Logitech because I'd be like, it'd be really obvious.
Just find the.
But I'd be surprised if that doesn't came another washer because I just feel like two elastomers on each other. It kind of. Why do you have the washers? Is to kind of retain some kind of shape.
I think
right?
it's. Yeah, I think so. It stops it from all.
like
Obviously,
at
you've
an
got
angle,
resistance
like,
here, so you'll have.
but like it
softer.
shapes it in as well,
Yeah,
right?
so it'll be softer, and then it'll get stiffer. So it'll be like a two-stage pedal. That's how I.
Oh, would it really do enough of that?
That's how I would see that. That would be
I like a
softer,
stopper.
and then that would be stiffer. So you'd be soft, and then when you're getting down to the end of the travel, that's when it'll get real stiff.
Because it all compressed into. Oh, I'm not sure.
That's how I would read it. I'm probably completely wrong.
Hazard says, "What do you think about Thrustmaster SF1000? Soon to be the SF25. We like it. It's very good product from Thrustmaster.
Look, remember when we first started these streams? It was like the most talked about
Yes.
rim, and now no one mentions it ever.
Do you think it's the F1 season?
What? So now F1's starting again.
No, do you think it's when it's F1 season's on, people are, I want to get up.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
F1's starting again. They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the SF1000.
We'll keep track of that. The Stag Racing, I've got the SRP light pedals. I would get CRP2s if you can. I think they're $340. CRP2 set is really good. If you want to get M Booster at some point, it just goes straight on. So if you can get CRP2, I think that's a nice level. The Gherkin doesn't know about the Goblin. Okay.
Show him the Goblin. Just show him again.
The Goblin's
behind the
hidden behind the
chat
chat.
The Goblin.
CJ, actually no, students in order. James J says, I'm looking for a new wheel for my GTD Pro base. Would you recommend the standard GTDD wheel? Can you buy that on its own?
Not a clue.
I'm not sure you can buy that. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the Porsche VGT wheel. I think it's a very unusual rim. I would probably recommend what used to be the McLaren CSL.
The one which you used a lot.
Yeah, that's now the CSL. I think it's still about $220. CJ, hi Kireth, I'm on the fence if buying the Momo round with the RS hub. I have never reviewed any of the Momo stuff from Logitech. And we should get them in because it's quite an interesting idea from Logitech to like, you take your hub, but you put it in a Momo branded thing and does it now become like a bit of more of a motorsport thing? I've heard about the Flex. Is it the Flex on the top?
I assume there's going to be loads of flex. I'm hoping he's actually talking about the wooden Momo wheel. Like the proper retro style.
We need to catch up and chat here.
We did all these claps.
Oh, my Maska's a Finland driver, West Livery and McLaren. I think we were racing together.
Okay.
What happened with the podcast award? Who won? I narrowly lost out to Matt P1 Tommy. Must
It's
have been
so
that
close.
close. Thanks everyone who voted.
But I was on the screen.
Sam was on the screen there. Did you see the photo they used? Have I shown the photo they used when I was So basically, I went to the awards for Creator of the Year Autosport. It's quite a big deal, which is nice because I've done the F1 streams for a long time, etc. Do all the sim racing stuff, and then I'm in the Roundhouse, which it's in Camden. It's like a big venue, and there's tables like McLaren's there with Lando's there, Isaac Hadger's there, all of the Formula E people there, all of F1 Academy's there, like Susie Wolf, Abby Pulling, all that crowd, Dorian Pin, all them, and they go to Creator of the Year and they play this snazzy stuff and they put it's like the Oscars, the nominees are.
Yeah.
And there's all these glamorous photos of like influencers and they're all like Monaco.
Please
I've been to Monaco. I've done
Please
this.
tell me the photo of you is the one which we have on that screen just there.
No.
Standing in the mountains.
You would
with the
never guess.
RCZ.
I don't even know how they got this photo. Firstly, it's not a photo. It's an advert for my sim racing coaching.
Oh, really?
So I love the idea that Lando Norris is sat there, like looking up at like the nominees, and it's basically just an advert for coaching by me, who he's kind of seen on the red carpet, and it's me it's me also in an Alpine shirt. Now I think about it, yeah, it's like in the blue because I'm in the blue thing. Must be Alpine. I'm going like, yeah, come on, get some coaching. So
Wow.
yeah, I didn't have a speech prepared, so. But I feel like the people that gave speeches, they kind of knew a little
pre-warned.
bit. Yeah, either they get nominated enough that they actually prep, because maybe if you get nominated enough, the first time you got without speech, you're like, oh, I should have prepared it. So you just prepare it or something. Nick says, send Sam out for some snacks. Thank you so much, Nick, for the $4.99. Sorry we missed it earlier, but we're going through everything.
What comments? What snacks? Did someone write that?
No, Nick said, send Sam out. Sam, I've already got Sam an apple crumble. Where's your apple crumble?
I've eaten it. Okay. It's gone.
And I've got Sam's chocolate
chips because I do want chocolate chips in my apple crumble.
So I was like, don't waste them. But the guy was like, what? I was like, yeah, put them in the pot.
I'll eat them with a spoon. On YouTube,
we don't waste them.
People pay for ASMR like
that. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Much appreciated, actually. Yeah. So I haven't tried any Momo stuff. Welcome, King Bling. If you want the pedal to be softer, remove a washer. Okay. Have you done that? I just feel like they're gonna it's gonna be like scrums and rugby.
I would have said it was the other way around. More washers, the softer it gets.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Yeah, it comes with 3-frame inserts. Stag Racing's got SRP lights. Yeah, CRP2s or Simpson or Simnet I would go for. Yeah, but you say a washer between... Yeah, 2 washers out of the box.
Yeah, where's your other washer?
So I have lost a washer.
You've lost a washer.
Lost a washer. Philly, are you using all your washers there? I've heard you only need to... I've heard you only need to...
Why would you run all the washers? I'm trying to figure out which one feels softer.
I don't think you've changed it. Changing the order, but having the same components cannot change the softness. No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
This is physics. If you have the same stuff, it doesn't matter what order.
Trust me, I'm a doctor. That's way stiffer. Feel that? Yeah?
Yep. I'm sure this is great viewing.
You're going to say, no, you're chatting rubbish, Sam. There's a difference. Look, the way he hasn't commented straight away.
Yeah, for some reason.
There's a difference.
There should be hill climb games. Is there hill climb in iRacing?
I think there's one hill climb track that only ever gets shown out during like week 13.
I feel there is a hill climb, and also there is a hill climb in Rensport because there is Goodwood.
Is Pikes Peak on Gran Turismo still?
No, it was never. It was in Dirt Rally.
I swear it used to be like the original when the Escudo.
It must, yeah, the Escudo was there. It must have been, but I don't know for more time. The CRP2 wheels work with Formula setups. Yes, they do. We've used them with Formula setups. Billy, apparently you can replace a foam insert with a plastic one, which makes it even stiffer.
I'll 3D print.
Welcome, Control Garage as well. Do you have any experience with differences MOZA R9 VT vs V3? I don't really know too much about V2 and V3, to be honest. I just know that the price, there's sometimes a little bit of a price increase. Welcome, Full Lock Gold Rush to membership as well. Welcome, Full Lock. Thanks, Black, for putting the chats in. I'm going to put some chats in. We're catching up. We're catching up rapidly.
Rapidly?
Yeah.
Is a massive overstatement.
Chat, you have to stop letting us
get so far behind.
Get distracted. We've already spoken about Autosport.
It's always him.
I told everyone about how I was nominated.
He goes on a tangent.
James says, I've got the wheelbase second hand and got a McLaren G3 wheel new. Just wondering if the standard Gran Turismo wheel. I don't know too much about it. I don't have it, so I don't know. But Masker lives in a small apartment. Got a next level racing GTT rat, FANATEC DD Plus. I'm surprised you haven't gone for SIMUCUBE.
And 5 wheels.
Yeah, but given you're in Finland, is it not like oh, get SIMUCUBE? Full Lock Gold Rush. Hey man, I've had the Logitech DD Pro. I think you mean the G Pro. Over a year, I've just bought an R21 Ultra. Any recommendations how the feel is different? So the R21 Ultra, you want to be turning it down a lot more. The R21 Ultra with the LFE, you have to be more careful with the LFE with MOZA, because I find it really vibrates my rig a lot more. Whereas with the G Pro, it's easy because I just turn the true force down. With the G Pro, I have my true force on like 15-20%. Because if I have it all the way, it also everything
vibrates.
Shakes. Yeah. With the MOZA, because you can use different sliders and frequency, you can kind of like tune
really
it.
Fine tune it.
Yeah. I like when I go over curbs. I like that like.
Yeah. When I hadn't updated my MOZA for so long, and I did it, I was like, the hell is this? Just sat in the pits idling. And it was just, I was like, there's something wrong with my Rookie. I thought like my rumble motors were mental in the pedals. And then I got explained to you it was that. But yeah, going over the curves, like you can actually feel the difference between the sharps rated and the sharps rated.
Control Garage. Why can't there be a game that allows you to do 24-minute Le Mans from a crazy 2011 year or any other racing moment? I think Project Motor Racing missed a massive opportunity there because they've got so many legendary cars. They could have done curated things. Like, wasn't there a thing with, is it Alec Manish's Audi? There was some...
The R18.
R18, there was something that happened there.
He did a massive...
He wrote
that
it off,
massive crash.
Did someone die of something, maybe? It was a big one, though.
No, no one died. I think someone died. I think that's when... Magnussen, I think his name was.
Okay.
Crashed in the Aston.
Aston or the Bentley?
Aston.
So, but yeah, so some big moments about Le Mans Ultimate are bringing career mode. I actually had dinner with Le Mans Ultimate at the Autosport Awards.
Okay.
I went out, sat on the table for a bit, and they're pretty excited about career mode. I gave them some feedback, which is like, I haven't been that impressed by the screenshots I've seen. To be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
What of their career mode?
Yeah, which is like 3 options. Like, oh no, the oil on the car needs changing. Do you want to change it? Do you not want to not change it?
Talking about career mode, whatever happened to that game where you could race and be the manager at the same time?
Yeah, Endurance Motorsport Series. Yeah. I don't know. I need to reach out to Nacon, who are publishing it, KT Racing. It was meant to come out last year. I have some interviews with the producers that I just can release, which I may do actually. Yeah, it's interesting that it's come up because it is an interesting concept, and like I feel like sometimes I might like to start a gameplay experience by just starting the race and managing, and then I like, I want to jump in now and get some positions, jump back out a bit.
My driver's doing rubbish. Let me.
Yeah, no, but seriously, I might rather than like I'm going to sign up for an iRacing race, but I've got to practice for half an hour beforehand and do the qualifying, and it's all quite high stakes, which is fine. But I feel like I might want to do serious licensed racing.
I like the whole manager thing. You know, I played the F1 manager. You played the F1 manager.
Yeah.
That's not been renewed for this year, is it? I don't think it has.
No, F1 manager's done.
Which is a shame.
Which is a shame, but I gave them all the feedback. I was like, there needs to be create a team from day one. You need to be able to swap teams as a manager, so you achieve everything at Ferrari. The game obviously becomes boring. So like, I'm going to go to the worst team and try and not only build them up, but ultimately beat my team.
The worst team? So you've gone from Ferrari to an even worse team.
Yeah. Mark Elliott, have there been any rumblings on career mode from any other devs? Automobilista 2 came out with some news today. Rensport, I'm going to see them about their single player. I'm going to see them in Germany. So I will let you know what's happening with Rensport. KS Pro looks good in the desk. It's a good looking wheel. It's a good looking tidy wheel. Bullock's got a KS Pro on order, but it won't ship till March.
Wow.
I don't know whether that's limited quantity or it's selling well.
Well, I've been reading on Reddit, like loads of people are starting to get their KS Pros now, but some of them have the buttons not working.
Oh, really?
The buttons all work, sorry, but the lighting's not working. And some people are having to do like a prototype software download. So
it's worth looking at the forums because maybe it's one that they really want to get out there soon.
I reckon I haven't seen a wheel on Reddit which has had so much hype about it.
Really?
For so long.
I'm totally out of that. I have no idea.
For so long.
For me, I feel like I'm not getting a lot of questions about this wheel. I did a review.
I feel that MOZA kind of rushed maybe production. If they're sending out stuff where like the firmware's not working, they might have rushed a bit of production because it's oversold. Yeah, I'm not sure what the firmware situation is at the moment because when they're coming out with new wheels, like the Porsche came out after that, they update it to like provide for the Porsche in like beta, and then they update the whole thing. I didn't realise A, there was so much hype about it, and B, people are starting to get them through, and it looks like the delivery's like a bit delayed and stuff. So I have to do some more research there. So all the buttons work, it's just like the backing lights. I can see that being a firmware thing. Aren't working. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know there was so much of a buzz about it. I mean, it makes sense because it's a good price and a good. Yeah, it also kind of makes sense. There might be issues at the beginning because there's a lot going on in this world in terms of the screen and the lighting and everything. But yeah, interesting one. I wonder if the CS Pro is as popular or if the KS Pro is just way more popular. CS Pro. Interesting to see like the sale figures. Yeah. See what's actually selling more, or even the FSR too. Yeah, maybe I'll ask MOZA.
Ellie Noob, I still don't have a setup yet and once asked for advice between choosing a MOZA R3 and R5. I told you £100 can make a big difference in my lifestyle, so you recommend R3. What I've actually decided to do is save up for a year for an RS50. I think that's pretty smart. I think that's pretty smart, and that means you might need to like save some alerts for pricing. So if they do a big price, you could easily save £100 on RS50 when they do a big price discount. So it seems smart to me. What you could also potentially do is you could increment it. You could start by buying the base. Depends what you've got already. If you've got a G923 pedals, you can buy the base and the adapter.
I don't think they've got anything. Reading it says I still don't have a setup yet.
Yeah, I can't remember. If you're upgrading from nothing, then that won't work. But it's an option if you are.
But I think saving up for the RS50 is a solid option.
Yeah, you're not going to want to upgrade to an RS50 in the same way that the R3 you're going to go out of. Devastator, would you recommend getting a KS Pro or GS for R9 V3? I don't really recommend the GS that much. I think it seems a pretty old school rim, and it's not super cheap. So, right, Full Lot Gold Ross. In your opinion, is a MOZA DD better than Logitech DD Pro? I've had the Logitech for a year. Just bought an R21 Ultra. So is R21 Ultra better than Logitech G Pro? The R21 Ultra is better than a G Pro, I think. Significantly more powerful. I just got an alert. Let's go down so we don't miss these. It's Marcos 508, Australian $8. Thanks so much, Marcos. Wow. From Australia. What's the time in Australia? I'm guessing that's the A. It's Australian dollars.
I would guess it would be Australian.
Unless it says like A7.99. It's copy the rest.
What's that? What are they like? 12 hours ahead.
Yeah, is it in the morning?
It's good morning.
It's morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Australia.
The increasing homologation and specification of F1 plus testing bans no tyre war makes F1 Manager game. I think I disagree with you. So thanks so much for the donation, but I think I disagree with you. I feel like if an F1 Manager game was out right now,
with the whole new regs,
with the new regs, it would be like people would be playing it to like. I feel like it could be a bit of a cultural moment if F1 Manager was out right now. But I think they were meant to do another game, but I think the license was cut short. You can see it all in their public. I read all their public documents and like financial statements. I think the game maybe didn't sell enough.
What they need is a game like it. I can't remember what it's called. Years ago, like in the 90s, where you had to design your own car and you move a bit of the wing and it actually changes how your car looked.
Oh yeah, but the mini games.
Micro Pros. No, it wasn't like a mini game. It was actually.
No, I know, but the mini games in the F1 Manager were all just nonsense. I agree. Yeah. It should have been stuff like, let's make the car like good straight line speed and like
And you actually have a visual change in your car. I know obviously they got to keep true to their form. Have a visual change.
And that kind of stuff would work in an F1 Manager this year when like the regs are kind of and then
sure.
you could, yeah. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts, Marcos. I agree that the F1 Manager games were really tedious because they didn't look at Football Manager and say, let's take all the best things from Football Manager unashamedly, like create a team, you can swap teams.
But then is that because Formula 1 has got such a small base to go from?
It was like
Football Manager's got 90-something teams.
But it's very tedious. It's like like you know in Football Manager you can sim games or whatever. Like you know, so. It should have been like you should have had the option of blazing through 3 seasons and seeing like now Kimi Antonelli's just won the World Championship and like somehow Haas are like a giant and from and kind of like role play around them all. But it was very difficult to get that far. It was very tedious.
Yeah, it took a long time. And then especially when it's at the end of the season and you're like, well, I've not won the title. I've now just got to do like 5 races. And
the mini game for setup, which you had to do in every session. I remember about finding the sliders made no logical sense, had no relation to Formula 1, and was basically I made guides on how to game it to get it was just a complete waste. And if you didn't do it, your drive was slower. It was like, and what was better was just having an OP car and not having to do the mini game.
And you know what else sucked? They didn't carry over the setup from the previous year. It's like you carry over the base setup from the previous year, surely.
Thank you so much again, Mark. Also, cheers for the previous advice. Me and my best mate both got track racer rigs with Logitech G Pros. Absolutely loving it. Very nice. We were with. Have you broken something there?
No, I was just curious about something.
We were with the CEO of Track Racer actually out in Las Vegas, which is pretty cool.
He commented on my hair.
What?
And my lack of it.
Okay. Don't know who you want. But yeah, pretty cool. I don't know which track racer rig you got, but sounds like you got the G Pro and the G Pro pedals, and you're absolutely set. So that's awesome. Thank you very much. Please get some claps out there for the donations from Down Under. I'm gonna put some yes. Should put them upside down. I'm gonna scroll back up now.
Like that. Wheel upside down. Is that right?
Okay. What? Where were we? Logi pedal is so stiff, it's leg day when you push it. It's not as stiff as the G Pro. The RS pedal is not as stiff as the G Pro. Not when you put all the brown ones in the G Pro. Can you use the KS Pro with the RS50? You'd have to use the adapter and...
Which is behind that blinding light, so I'm not going to get it.
Could you... Yeah. You'd have to use the adapter and you'd need to put the KS wheel through the MOZA box. So you could technically on PC. I have used a Formula 1 wheel on my RS50. There's a video on my channel. If you just scroll down, you'll see a thumbnail that's like a Formula 1 wheel on RS50. So go check that out because that shows you how it works. Static, of course, it matters which order brushing elastomers go because they are on an axis that isn't 90 degrees square.
Yes.
Because it's going like that.
Height speed used to be in Gran Turismo 5 or 6.
So is it, if you put it at the end, it's like more relevant for stiffness? Sort of?
That's what I mean. So when they squash...
At the end, everything's getting really...
Yeah, but here they'll be squashing together, so it'll be deforming differently. That's why I was saying it depends which way you have it.
Let's do that. Stag Racing going to get a CRP2 pedals and case wheel. Go to www.simrigger.com, build your bundle there, put it on the leaderboard, and if you can, send us a link in chat, so we can open it and check it out. Billy, apart from SIMUCUBE Aslith, any other GT3 wheels or RS50 hub? Not sure we do have an Aslith in here, though. In the light.
In the light.
Yeah.
Where's that other one where they sent you with all your own personalised stickers on it?
Oh, yeah. Did I send it back? Maybe I sent it back. I don't know.
You wouldn't have sent it back.
That was cool. It's got my stickers on it. Yeah, you're right. That's what I was running with G Pro was about 20. Oh yeah, on True Force. We're going back a bit. Welcome Chris. Welcome Mark Jefferson. Do you like the CRPT pedals better than Logitech Pro pedals? Very similar. Very similar. Also very similar with V3s. V3s, Logi Pro, CRP2s. Very similar pedals in my opinion. But Masker may be a rare case, but doesn't have a PC and therefore no SIMUCUBE plays PlayStation. Okay, there we go. Control Garage, what type of racing and driving on Sim are both of you looking forward to this month? Very good question. I want to do some rally again when Monte Carlo Rally comes out. So I want to do some AC Rally.
I'm not looking forward to the Bathurst 12 hour on iRacing.
Are you doing it?
No. That's why I'm not doing it, because I don't want to do it.
That was one of the 12 hours is one of the most difficult.
I love doing them, but not Bathurst. I just...
And the heat, when the temperatures get up and the tyres, like you'd like...
In the mountain.
You don't have grip. The wall's there. Mm-hmm. And you're washing
and you're
out.
going over a blind crest.
Yeah.
In the mountain, you got about 2 foot
worth
of space.
Yeah.
The tyres are done 2 hours or whatever.
Plus, if you got someone trying to overtake you.
Yeah, that's how I killed James Fremont last week.
Oh, really?
In the Club 100 iRacing League.
But
yeah, I found I say new class, the spec Ford track thing on iRacing, and I've been really enjoying that recently.
Yeah, you've been saying.
So that's what I'm looking for.
I'm generally looking forward to Forza Horizon 6. I think doing Forza Horizon 6 is going to be a fun thing, and I can imagine even on these streams we might have a little wheel here, we might be in Forza Horizon just kind of messing around. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to go and see Rennsport because I feel like they've had enough time to really hunker down and try and improve it. So I want to see what Rennsport's done because I want to enjoy Rennsport. I want to do competitive racing like that. I'm doing more Gran Turismo, which is fun. iRacing, not that excited about iRacing at the moment. I mean, I'm not that excited about new stuff. I know you found a new car, which is cool.
Yeah, it's a new car for me to play. I mean, I was
like,
a bit blown out by iRacing because obviously I did the Daytona race, so there's a lot of prep for that. So I think everyone's having like, calm down. You've done the Daytona 24, you've put 2 or 3 weeks effort and you're coming down. So I reckon people start going back to it.
There's nothing in iRacing that I'm particularly excited for.
Not even the GT4s on Monza combined.
Well, the thing is, I like GT3s on Monza every day of the week.
No, but what about Monza combined?
What's Monza combined?
That's where they use the Formula
banking.
1 track.
Is that what
and
they're doing
the
at the
oval.
moment? I've seen some.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just adds a minute of boredom onto it.
Yeah, no, that not particularly. But it's like there's no new tracks coming. There's no the graphical overhaul. I don't know what's going on with it.
They're building their own graphics engine from scratch.
Yeah, Tempest is already here with the wet weather. So it's like
they're working on the new Valkyrie hypercar.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got Valkyrie and LMU. So yeah, I mean I've been on iRacing for like long time. So and when I'm reviewing equipment, you always see me. I'm on I did the mission R.
I saw you on iRacing last night.
Yep.
I don't know what you were doing.
I'm like, yeah, that's top secret. That one, that one definitely is top
That's
secret.
definitely embargo.
Yeah, but I'm on iRacing a lot to test stuff, which maybe I think takes some magic of racing out for me. But I'm excited for Evo Monte Carlo. When that comes out day one, I'm going to be there like
Stuffing it into the tree.
stuffing it off the cliff. Yeah. Let us know in the comments what racing you're looking forward to. Do you like Brendan Lee's content device? I don't really watch his stuff. I mean, I know Brendan briefly because he does stuff from time to time. He's a really cool dude. Ex Ferrari, but I don't really know what he does, to be fair. Eugene, when will we see the podium pedals?
Oh, we did it at the same time.
We don't know what they're doing, Fanatec.
Who knows?
Waiting for the pricing.
Who knows?
The thing is, so the podium DD came out.
And just added another wheelbase into their already existing.
Yeah, I
name.
just like. Are you looking for over $2,000 for a podium DD and podium pedals, which is quite expensive, basically?
But I think their last decent pedals was the V3, which was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So they should have concentrated on the pedals.
Yeah, arguably V4's coming out. Kira, do you think it's worth getting PS5 Pro for GT7 come for PS5 Note? I've done a video on it. Watch my video on. Literally, I think it's called like, is a PS5 Pro worth it? PSVR 2, what's his name?
That's the one. What Marcos from Australia
World.
has said. Grand Prix World for Microprose.
So did you know that Microprose are coming out with new?
I did.
And
Like indie developed one.
yeah, and I'm speaking with them. And actually,
did
did you know that as part of my research, I went back and played the original GP1. Yeah. And it's like 20 FPS.
I'm going to forget that name.
And you know what?
So I'm just going to take a photo.
And I don't know whether to make a video. I saved all the footage. I don't know whether to make a video on it because it's so old school. It might get like 3 views. But you know what? It damn holds up.
Yeah.
It holds up. I don't care that it's 20 FPS. I don't care that the graphics are light. It just... There's something about it. The way curbs are and like you can see the white lines and the horizon and everything like that.
Because not everything's fighting for
Yeah.
your viewing.
Marcus again, by the way, with another donation. Slow down, Marcus. We very much appreciate your generosity. Please can we like that? Put some more claps in the chat. Gameplay elements of Grand Prix World and Motorsport Manager with the graphics and detail more than F1 Manager will be so unbelievably goated. I wonder, and maybe I'll ask Microprose this, maybe this is a long play from Microprose.
What, to get the F1 Manager contract?
You get because they're doing Grand Prix. What are they doing? GP 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because
I just know they're just
4 was a serious game. For a long, yeah.
Okay.
So maybe they're doing that, and maybe they'll build a motorsport thing on top of that. There's also GT Manager exists. There's like a WEC licensed. Obviously, there's, as you mentioned, Endurance Motorsport Series, one that you can drive as well. I think now officially has a WEC license, maybe. I just wonder if Microprose are going for a long play then, and I will ask them.
That'd be a solid movement. Like, obviously, the F1 Manager title's up for grabs.
Yeah.
If they can put out a game and like, look, this is our first one.
Yeah, you're right.
Back us for a second. Look, we've got proof now. Proof of concept.
Honestly, we could be sat here in 2 years' time. We could be literally talking about the release of that game. So I think that could be huge. And I think maybe Frontier, who developed F1 Manager, they do like the Jurassic Park games and stuff. It didn't seem like the right fix. Like we were all surprised by how good the graphics were when they came out with the graphics. Like, whoa, these graphics are better than the Formula One game, and that's something we haven't had, for example, in Football Manager.
Yeah, that's because EA Sports doesn't do anything to their games ever.
You say that, but FIFA has better graphics than Football Manager. So it was with
the manager. The manager versus the actual game. Okay,
but the gameplay was like so unbelievably shallow. So. Yeah, on that one, I agree with Marcus. I think that would be goated, and maybe Microprose maybe that's their long play. Lee's got an LG C5, very nice. We saw LG over in Vegas. What was your favourite thing from LG?
The sim rig. I know it had nothing to do with LG, but the sim rig, which I was.
Well, it did. It
fastest on.
had their new
Oh, it
Ultra
had
Gear
the-
Evo AI 5K upscaling.
Don't forget to tell everyone that I was the fastest of the whole event.
You were the fastest. Did you get a prize?
No. But I was the fastest of the whole event of CES on that rig.
Yeah.
Which was probably the best rig there.
Probably was the best rig
It probably
there.
was the best rig
It
there.
probably was
From
the best
a
rig there.
completely random brand.
Yeah.
It was probably the
'Cause
best rig there.
Samsung didn't have it. Got to tell, because you can't have LG having a sim rig and Samsung didn't.
I know.
So maybe next year we'll be there. I liked the screen in the windshield of the car, see-through. And,
Yes,
and LG,
yes, yes,
told,
yes,
LG
yes,
told us they're looking for a car brand to partner with. So if any car brand's watching, then LG want to put a screen in
Well,
your
the
car.
contact. But they did also say it's not going to be cheap if you get a stone chip in your windscreen.
Yeah, but the idea was sick. Like, just the idea: you go to the McDonald's drive-thru, get your McDonald's, you park up, now you're in cinema.
It's basically just a big heads up, but it's
Yeah.
took up over your whole windscreen.
Like, we got soft music. We do have soft music in the background. If
Do we?
Sam doesn't like it, yeah, I turned it on. But I'll turn it on.
Every
sneakily.
time you put it on, something crashes.
Yeah. What do you recommend for setting on the clutch to start point? I don't use the clutch in my. I have taken off the clutch in my G Pro, so I
You
don't
just
know.
got two pedals.
Just got two pedals. Mark Elliott, Corsair. Initially, I was very happy about the takeover of FANATEC, but it seems like they've been operating at a snail's pace. Well, Sam flew out to Las Vegas and spoke with them, so it was interesting. We saw Corsair in Las Vegas.
We did. We saw a lot of Corsair.
We saw a lot of Corsair stuff
A lot.
and Elgato stuff. In fact, we saw a lot of Elgato stuff.
Massive. That thing, as soon as you... Wait. The little room as you walk through,
Yeah.
we find... It's like a room, picture 6 foot long by 8 foot high, full of Elgatos.
So-
Everywhere. It's unreal. All different sizes.
That's the thing, right? I think it would have been cool. This is me, bias, obviously. I think it would have been cool if you went through a tunnel and it was all racing sounds, like Formula One, and then like showing off their wheels and everything. To me, that's cooler than Stream Decks.
Yeah.
But it's interesting from their
Because you
choice.
paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. Which product's paying for it?
Yeah.
Their choice was to show off Stream Decks, and it's like, here's a Stream Deck and a keyboard. Here's a Stream Deck here. Here's a Stream Deck here. So FANATEC. In fact, it's a great question. He asked this question, Mark Elliott. It's a great question because when we went to Sim Racing Expo, and I went to Sim Racing Expo to see FANATEC even before they'd been taken over.
Yeah.
FANATEC are big. It's FANATEC.
Massive
It's
it
like
was.
we are with
Centre
us and
of the whole
SIMUCUBE, we're like
show.
the biggest. Yeah. You go to Vegas, it's an add-on for Corsair. Culturally, that's interesting.
Yeah.
They're small fish, big Corsair pond, or a smaller fish, smaller
I mean,
mofo,
what,
but, you know.
what did we have there? We had Elgatos, mice,
Corsair mice and
keyboards.
keyboard, and no monitors.
AI.
AI. They had some fantasy stuff with AI with the trophy stuff,
Yeah. And then one FANATEC rig.
which I'm a little bit. I would.
And there's a tech show, not a sim racing
So
show.
this is a trade show. This is not for consumers and everything. So, but given that they probably have some quite important distributors and whatnot coming through, people who were going to take their products and sell them in stores and whatnot, it would have been great if there were enough sim rigs that anyone can jump in and be like, "Oh, this is cool. I want to sell some of these. I want to take some stock."
Yeah.
Because what that means downstream is that in Alabama in 3 months' time, there's some family can pick up a sim rig from the local store because of all that.
With a NASCAR wheel.
With their NASCAR wheel, yeah. It's like,
FANATEC's their own NASCAR wheel.
yeah. But, you know, is it more profitable for Corsair to push Stream Decks as opposed to wheels, etc.?
I think so.
Also, in fact, it may be more profitable for Corsair to push FANATEC products because there's more profit in the product. How much headache is there on wheelbases, pedals?
I
This is
imagine
not
there's
working.
a lot
Yeah.
because there's a lot of forces going through
Yeah.
the wheelbase, through the pedals. Whereas you think of how many sim races there are,
Yeah.
and then there's multiplied by all the different brands.
Yeah.
Think how many Stream Decks there are, Elgatos
Yeah.
there are. There's like
If
two or three
an
brands.
Elgato goes wrong,
And think how many streamers there are who use it and people for
yeah.
everyday work.
So the market, but like if they get customer service Stream Deck, if it's a £60 Stream Deck, just take it back. And
Which meant they probably made it for a tenner.
Yeah, it's a small. I don't know. It's probably very competitive. But it's a small product, and they might be able to fix it easily.
Mm-hmm.
There's less going on with it. It's a screen and some, So, sim racing hardware is another beast. So it's just interesting to see how to understand how FANATEC fits into Corsair. But one element of that is the price drops. So we did see Monday this week, Sam, big price drops at FANATEC, including the Club Sport DD, which was $999. It's now to $600. You remember?
Is that because last week we were amazed by how expensive
we were
it was?
talking last week about the GT DD 8Nm wheelbase being $739, and we were like, how? Because the RS50 is $349.
Have they got people watching our live streams?
Maybe, but that pricing has now gone down.
They heard us talk about how can they do it.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
Can
now,
FANATEC please identify themselves in the chat, please?
we have an idea of who you are.
Control Garage, I haven't renewed iRacing since November, but doing AC Rally, LMU, Evo, and GT7. How do you feel about leaving your content in there that you paid for but you have no longer access to? We don't normally hear people who haven't renewed. But Masker used to be a crazy trophy hunter, now play for fun. I went to Le Mans with the Crew Motorfest with one of the world's best, famous trophy hunters, an English guy. I can't remember his name, but it's something called Achievement Hunter or something. And he basically, he's very good. He's a bit obsessive, obviously, but he's very good at games, and he will only play a game to get 100%.
Yeah, he's not going to play it.
Yeah, so I'm there on this trip with him. What about something like ACC? He's like, yeah, I completed it. And I'm like, it's interesting because like ACC, you feel like it's a sim racing game, but to him it's just a game. He's going to get all the trophies.
And that's it.
He's going to learn it like a game because he's so talented. And then obviously, Assassin's Creed Day's got 100%.
Imagine him trying to get 100% on iRacing.
But he's that sort. But he probably would because he's such a talented gamer.
Win 15 races in a row with 0 X's. Yeah,
and he would do it. And his mentality would probably be to do it in the least riskiest way possible.
3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, so because Manchilla's very sad that ATV is cutting the career mode. Yep, that's the big news of today. Lee says, I'm waiting for LMU Native Evo to come to console along with Euro Truck Simulator. Euro Truck Simulator is coming this year to console. I think that's going to be big. I'm just surprised that why haven't Logitech done a truck wheel add-on for this? Seems like a no-brainer when Truck Sim's coming. They got PS.
Truck Sim being so big as well.
Yeah,
it's huge.
Marcus, if Microsoft do let me on team, I think I'm going to interview them. So I will ask them. Control Garage, when's the next Sim Expo event? I believe it's Charlotte in the US, which I think is in May. You don't use a clutch or CRP2s? I left the clutch on the CRP2, I think, but I don't use it. I don't use a clutch ever.
I have my clutch, my V3s.
Yeah.
And I only use it for MX5s. I don't use it for anything else.
So are you doing the setting that's like with clutching or whatever?
Yeah. So with the MX5s, it's quicker. It's quicker to dip the clutch to change gear.
Okay.
It is to actually just run it flat.
Is that that's still the sequential?
Still sequential, still paddles and stuff like that, but it's quicker to dip the clutch when you do it overall.
So I don't know too much.
And to put away.
Lee, curious, there's a play flex in the Club Sport rig will play quite noticeable. No. There's a beast to build. It's a beast to build smooth. Marcos, I watched your review for Logitech while researching, but being my purchase, I love mine. I do have one gripe though, in a dark room, the lack of backlit buttons. I agree. Maybe we should do. I'm going to mute this. Let me see.
I know someone who could do that.
Should we still reveal our products?
Well, the one we instantly thought of just then.
Maybe we should do glow-in-the-dark stickers for the Logitech wheel.
Maybe we
Would
should.
that solve it? But I agree. I think it's also like... I think in a year's time, a year maybe too early, I do think in a year's time...
Someone said we heard it. So your mute button didn't do anything.
Really? Joking. Unless I've got another mic in here. I don't know. Anyway, what was I going to say? I do think in a year's time, there will be grumblings in the people with Logitechs who bought RS50s, and they were like, oh, I just wish I had a screen in it. I wish there will be grumblings.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Logitech are timing everything for them perfectly.
To leave it a gap. Oh, we'll give them the RS50 for a year.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to start getting bored.
I've no information
we've already
on
got
that.
ready.
Yeah. I've no information on that, but I feel like they timed it pretty well with the RS Hub, which came out September last year, 24, and then September 25 RS50 came out. So September 26. Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Oh, he's joking. He didn't actually hear it, but then someone said read lips. So we should do like football players. Just talk about this.
Welcome to Bots 13 as well. Good to have you on board. Let us know what rig you're running. Please get some claps at everyone for the bots joining the membership. This is a fantastic stream. We thought last week was a little bit, we didn't.
It was our first time back. It was
the first time back.
A month and a half.
Yeah.
I was tired, and then had to drive down a road which you told me was going to be open, which wasn't open.
So hang on, it was closed.
It was closed, and I had to go on some mad.
So did they divert you south of it, like Portsmouth?
Went towards Kingston.
Oh, so you go in?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but then I came off at the very first one. Went past Cobham.
Yeah.
Cobham. And then went some mad back roads, which looked like Northern Ireland apparently, and then rejoined at the next junction. But when I came back on the Friday, it was open. So it must have just been a nighttime closure.
Was it Wednesday? Yeah.
Wednesday midnight. It must have just been a nighttime.
Control didn't buy loads of iRacing content, but bought some and got my money's. Yeah, if you got your money's worth with it. I mean, this is the thing. If we get onto AC Evo, this is the thing, right? AC Evo's stripping out career mode. Yeah. I bought AC Evo for $24. I think I've got my money's worth for $24. Sure. So some people, I don't know how to put this, but like, I just feel like 90%, 99% of people who bought it are going to get their money's worth. If you're in a position where you played it a lot and you haven't got your money's worth, $24 is that important. You shouldn't buy it in early access. It's too much of a risk to buy in early access.
Yeah, but can you buy any games anymore? Even if it is fully released, is it actually, or is it still early access?
You have to watch my reviews, so I just tell it how it is. Where are we now? Devastator's got La Prima gear too. Absolutely love it. Did you see my interview with the ASETEK CEO? Sam thinks it's done well because he shot it.
Great scene
cinematography.
Setting. I suggested where we went. Lagio's in the background.
You did suggest where we went because I was like, I put us in the car park.
You put us in a car park down some alleyway where hundreds of people are going to walk past. I was like, no, let's go over there.
That's like a set filming.
And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant, and I'll just leave it at that for my comment.
Okay.
Hi,
Amanda. King Bling on first on list of products for testing. Okay, nice, yeah. We do have some stuff coming out. We've been teasing it, obviously. To be fair, CES...
Where are the pedal plates?
They're in a bag. To be fair, CES probably delayed us from doing some of our product stuff, but also we made some good manufacturing connections out in China. We've got some pretty solid content already harassing us now. So we're gonna make some stuff, which I'm really excited about. We are definitely making stuff, and it's definitely coming out. Probably before THRUSTMASTER do their race their load cell. Let's just peg it there. We'll do their load cell.
We know what it looks like.
Welcome, Manic Mechanic Gaming 416. Good to see you. Everything been late on a training course. Sim racing training, hopefully.
Is it your Autosport picture? Is that the training course he's been on?
The Bots 13, I have the Pro pedals too, since you mentioned that you removed the clutch. You mind show or tell you got in between? I think I may have shown it in the video. So there's two things here. So on the G Pro pedals, I've run them completely off. So you dismount the whole thing, you put them to your pedal tray, and you detach the whole electrical box and you put it there. That was a little bit uncomfortable without the pedal plate. The G Pro pedal plate is actually really nice. So what you do then is you remove the clutch, but then you have to slide. There's only so many fittings it goes into. So I have them not super wide, but I don't like it when it's too close. So as background doing karting, I'm used to
wider stance.
Welcome, Stegenia. Good to see you. Control Garage says Evo and Rally cost me £40 total. Rally's been amazing. Yeah, right. But arguably, if you buy that bundle, Rally kind of comps a bit for Evo. King Bling thinking about active pedals. Active pedals are fantastic. Like really, I can't recommend active pedals enough. Obviously, they're really expensive, but SIMUCUBE active pedals are just end game tech. Nice Devastator. Keegan, I'm happy that Evo are cutting the career. I'd much prefer that they funnel resources I've actually won. Lately, I've been playing AC servers. Well, there you go. But then we don't need Evo then if you're playing AC servers. That's the interesting thing. Mark Elliott, will you be doing any more in-depth product reviews in the future? Yes, always. And I'm also going to be revisiting old products. I want to re-review the T598. I want to re-review it in 2026. Why not?
And the R3.
Yeah, and the R3.
With the desk mount.
Yeah, chat. We did a video a while ago on like why is this not more popular? I think it's like, why is this 399 wheel not more popular? Well, now it's 279, so it's even more relevant. So yeah, let us know if you'd watch an R3 review or a T598 review. Do you have any experience with Leox wheels? No, I think they're the Fanatec like aftermarket.
Photos.
Devastator Kingwing, the extra 4 Newton meters of power supply. Is that La Prima? Any idea when the Thrustmaster load cell are going to be out? We'll chase them.
They said Q1, 2026 Q1, so you still got at least a month and a half.
Control Garage, what product? We'll loop you in. We'll loop you in because I think Control Garage is also doing direct drive wheelbases. So we might be releasing like a KIRETH'S branded set. Oh, speaking of in-depth reviews, PXN portfolio review is going to be happening. I think we've got the VD10 and the VD4. So we'll let you know what we think of them. Also, I think ThermalTake, we might be reviewing some more ThermalTake products. We did a very brief thing on the G6, which was very brutal, if we're honest. We were very brutal with it. And then we went to Las Vegas, and it seemed like they'd really taken that feedback to heart.
Yeah.
We saw some stuff in Las Vegas. So there might be some content which looks very, very cool. You should try truck driving or bus driving.
You have to will to do it.
Yeah, and I have done some. The bus one I find really irritating because
people walk out in front of you.
No, because my mentality with the bus sim, right, is do the route as quick as possible, and that means it's like Formula One pit boxes. So I hit the stop, right, and I brake as late as possible, and obviously there's a lot of tonnage, so I go past it. And now I've got to reverse, and when you reverse a bus, any lock on it for some reason, like just
snakes it.
So then I've run over everyone on the bus stop. I've run over the bus stop, and I'm now massively late on my program. And I'm,
don't worry about the people you run over. You're just late.
And more importantly, I'm late on the program. So I actually don't think I really gel with Bus Simulator for that.
For that fundamental reason of murdering people at bus stops.
Because I want to hit the stoppers. I want to brake as late as possible for the stop. And if there's a slight incline, it makes a massive difference. So I did a map in like San Francisco where it's like all those bits that go down. You got to brake like 5 years before because it's just like, exactly. So I don't think I can do Bus Sim. I do have a few review codes for stuff like there's one that's come out called Underground Car Park Simulator, I think is what it's called, and also something I didn't get a code for. Disappointed by, because we talked about it in Las Vegas. Carmageddon's come out.
Oh,
Carmageddon Road Shifter's come out, and this is the one set in Mars, like alternate universe, something like that.
Out of nowhere.
And I thought it'd be fun for us to play, but I don't have the code, so I'm not sure which one. Maybe I'll buy it anyway. I was kind of like, I thought it'd be cool to do Carmageddon because it's so different. Something on a game that we did play together was Recreation. They also reviewed. That game went through a whole thing. I think it was dropped by the publisher or something. Developer has now gone on Patreon to try and fund it, so it has like members to try and fund it. That game was very unusual because it was like,
it was weird to play, wasn't it?
Yeah, if there was 1,000 people playing it, it would be great. It'd be cars everywhere and people making maps. But when there's no one playing it, it's like a ghost town and it's very weird. So. Adam Bassini don't really care about the career mode in ACE Evo, better they focus on time, physics on modding. Remember, modding was banned in ACE Evo, and I made a lot of content about how modding shouldn't be banned in Evo. Now they've changed their stance, but I just hope Evo isn't a cash grab. I hope it's not like they knew they could just sell units by calling something AC Evo.
Yeah, so do you think it's probably used to fund the whole development for Rally?
No. No.
That's that then?
No, I don't think so. I just feel like I was one of the few YouTubers who was very cynical at the beginning of everything they were promising. Because you can't, when you're doing products or even when you're making videos or something, you have to compromise so much. You have to say all of this stuff is out of scope. I could make this video 2 hours long and I could have explosions in it, but I can't.
Which you should have.
Yeah, we should play that episode. It's like, it's going to have free roam. I was like, that's a massive undertaking. I covered Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, which was a game that had been in development for a long time, has the naming pedigree of basically the grandfather of open world racing games. To be fair, did a lot right. Like the map is right, it's got good cars, etc. But did enough wrong that it was panned. And I thought, there's no way Evo as a side, like how many people do they have working on Freedom?
Yeah.
I think I looked at the credits. I was like, there's no, not a lot.
No, I thought it'd be a lot.
No, there's not a lot of people. So like, that cannot compete with people. When people think AC Evo, they think Forza Horizon with Assetto Corsa physics.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's so many people working on Forza Horizon. There's a person that is solely responsible for like certain pedestrian behavior. Like so Evo just doesn't have that manpower. And there were a few things in the trailer I saw about like, the way they're LiDAR scanning to sort of like shortcut creating environments.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon, for example, it's all a bit stylized. Like they craft the road so it makes sense to race.
Yeah.
And, like,
all the roads are nicely curved.
there's no accident. Whereas in Evo, it's just if it's 1-to-1, it's not going to work on narrow roads and stuff like so. Just destructibility, like if you've got, so I felt like it was going to be more of a tech demo. That's like, hey, we tech demoed this.
Look what we can do.
Yeah, what we can do. Yeah. But it was not, and I think they were pretty responsible. I think in how they did it because they at the beginning in the first trailer it was only teased. There was only a few frames. They was like, hang on, that's not on a circuit, and that was quite a responsible, cool way to do it. But then YouTubers and outlets started really getting carried away with it to the extent I believe there would have been plenty of people who in December 2024, January 2025 would have kind of thought that free roam was going to be in the game at launch.
Yeah.
And we're a year later and it hasn't been. And I very clearly have said all the way through it was not going to come out in 2025, and I was proven right. Also, you add in like the VR aspect. They said it's VR ready. I play a lot in VR. I've got a lot of headsets. Can't pull the wool over my eyes. It was not VR ready. I was like, I'm running this on the fastest PC in the world. Not happening. Then the online only at launch, and like, it's almost like. It also makes me think like Project Motor Racing. All Project Motor Racing needed to do was take our feedback from Germany, which is to basically explain how complex a driving model is.
Yeah.
And say, this is a hypercar. There's a lot of power. Your tyres are ice cold. You cannot drive this car normally in the first few laps, otherwise you will crash. Just explain that and give people a fighting chance. By the way, I've seen them on Ultimate doing in their screens now, their loading screens. They do exactly the same thing.
What?
They say like tyres will be cold, and like, dude, this is the indicator.
Like
look for this. Wait till it goes to green, then start to. So and someone mentioned earlier like doing like scenarios. Like Project Motor Racing should have done scenarios like they've got these legendary cars like that Silk Cut Jaguar XJ220. I don't know too much about it. Like didn't Brundle won the Sports Car Championship with Ross Brawn was head of Jaguar. Like there's a lot of story there.
Yeah, or the Mazda.
Yeah, the Mazda. Like what?
87.
Put me in the. They got Fuji. Like put me in the race there at the dead of night. I've got 23 minutes to try and catch up, and like different difficulty settings put me further back. There was so much there, and like the career mode was like so bare bones. Like I make a few. I software develop now, like with SimRigger, and also I've done my Sim Racing Tycoon. I can code a better career than that. I'm not being funny. Like that career mode is literally like money up down depending on finish and sponsor. It's like there's no story, there's no rivals. There's no buying new stuff. There's no like visual stuff of your garage getting nicer and like so when you look at Forza Horizon 6, they're gonna have a whole area. It's set in Japan, which is pretty crazy. Called the estate, which is like your area where you can build stuff on there, and you can invite whatever you want. You invite people around. So for example,
like the meta universe.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, so my estate can be like a meeting place we can all hang out. Someone else's estate can be like Monza or something. Okay.
The racetrack.
Even the Crew Motorfest, I think that update's come out now. When I went to see them in France, they were showing me behind the scenes the update, which I think has come out, which is you can build circuits in the Crew Motorfest taking iconic corners from like the corkscrew to carousel.
You can actually just take a specific.
Yeah, and you can take them. It's all a bit like, it's not officially called a corkscrew, but it's all that, and that's like, you kind of build these environments and like. I just feel like Project Motormason completely missed it. ASETEK Evo just said we're going to do everything. People believed it, and I don't blame people for believing it. I don't blame people who are spending hard-earned money to say, well, they said they're going to do it. I expect to get it. Like that's.
I trust them.
I trust them.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in the reviewer community and everything. And having seen everything I saw with FANATEC, right? I was the only person to. It felt like read the financial report, say this company is insolvent. Like the banks are going to ask for this money back, and the revenues are too low, and no one else wanted to report on it because it was like an inconvenient truth. Because it's just easier to, new products come out, whatever. I felt a similar thing with Evo, where it's like it's a bit of an inconvenient truth to say this game is behind schedule. They've overpromised because there's enough clicks and page
especially
views.
If you see how much Project Motor Racing got absolutely slated by promising stuff which never happened.
I feel like Project Motor Racing, again, there wasn't enough interest in the reviewing community on, because you can force stuff, like if you make good content, the developers watch it. So we first played Project Motor Racing about a month before release in Germany. And we have different driving styles. We both have basically identical feedback on the handling and everything. They're saying this is not going to be for everyone. This is going to alienate a lot of people. Like they can't, if they release it like this, a lot of people are going to be very disappointed. Some people are going to love it.
Yeah, and some people
are going to hate it. And probably I remember saying this is actually on console. I'm worried, especially on console, because this has been marketed as like a console game and everything like that. But and we gave that feedback. I made a whole video on stuff that should be changed, like even the fact that the throttle and brake are like the same colour.
Yeah.
They're not green and red. The fact there was no radar and like all this kind of stuff didn't come in. But what about the people that have been reviewing previews for a year or two when it was GT Revival? Like it's easy to say, this GT Revival is going to be insane. This is great. You get some clicks. But then if you're not honest and...
Yeah, it'll always just come around and bite you in the arse.
It does.
Yeah.
And because there's not enough people who are willing to have uncomfortable conversations. And we're happy to have uncomfortable conversations because we're just honest. We interviewed the ASETEK CEO. We spoke with him at the Bellagio in Las Vegas. And we released it. There was no checking, no vetting, no PR team involved.
Didn't go to him first.
Didn't go to him
to
first.
make sure everything was okay.
It's like,
went
and he says it how it is. He says some controversial stuff because that's what he believes, and that's how it should be. And I think we have a healthy. And I will criticize ASETEK if they do stuff that is, for example, why would you buy the Invicta when the ASETEK Forte Formula Pro is just cheaper? And so. But there's not. I don't think there's enough of that in the industry. I think it's all a bit matey, and we kind of see it now a little bit in like world news. Without getting too like world newsy, like how matey.
Let's just avoid world news.
Kind of like how matey like everyone is, and I don't know, it just annoys me.
Right, you got a little bit to catch up with.
Did I miss any comments?
Yes.
I'm gonna go backwards unless you spotted something that I've got to.
No, there's nothing massive.
Okay. Pirate, why was there nothing massive in chat? Come on, chat.
I think they were so engrossed for the last.
Were we on mute?
12 minutes you spoke at me.
Were we on mute all that time? Welcome, Pirate Dredger. Good to see you. Control Garage, PM Mar, Throttle and Brake.
So go up one. Control Garage. That one there.
My 12mm mid-deal wheel costs 180, but that lacks a wheel with buttons. Well, maybe let's chat.
£180 for a 12 Nm wheel.
We can work
Which
it
is
out.
made itself, yeah.
We can work it out.
Is it a washing machine motor?
I think they normally are, aren't they? Oh no, they're hoverboard stuff.
Yeah.
Control garage. How cool is it that hoverboards exist?
They're not really hoverboards.
Yeah, but it's
just what people call
Project Motor Racing and the brake traces never worked for me throughout the update. Steam Peak 373. Yeah, there is also the Giants launcher, which I think performs better than Steam actually. So yeah, Project Motor Racing is a whole other thing. Meows, honestly, this is very, very disappointing. It feels like a scam. I expected delays, but I didn't expect them to scam people. Well, I'm pretty sure they're going to get review bombed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't want to like make videos on it because it was kind of, they thought maybe it won't be a big deal and it'll ride over. But now I expect videos will come out to kind of like
I told you this was
ride
gonna
on the wave
happen.
of like, yeah. So that's my hunt.
I told you this was going to happen. Don't trust anyone.
Marco's saying, if the free roam cache system and career mode are going to take so much effort for Ace, honestly don't mind they delay it, but make an expansion pack, so maybe make it a long-term goal. Starting to sound like a Kickstarter, isn't it? Like stretch goals. Marcos, as does often happen in gaming, the publisher's devs ought to have aimed for a mid-2020 release. It's clearly a game that wasn't fully baked. I think... So, you played Wreckfest 2, right?
Yeah.
I think Wreckfest 2 is a fantastic early access game. I think it's the best example of early access. And the shame
And
is...
it's slowly drip
Yeah.
feeding content to people.
But no one's talking about it because it doesn't have like an Ian Bell fronting it, who's like, it's not chasing hype, it's doing all the right things, and fingers crossed for them, they continue to do that, and it becomes a massive game like Wreckfest.
I hope it does.
But-
because it's such a good game.
Yeah.
My boy is literally on Saturday must have spent a
But
solid
I bet he
6
doesn't
or
know
7
about
hours.
Wreckfest 2.
He does.
Oh, he knows
he
about
does.
it. Okay.
Because to be fair, they've been advertising it
In
online,
Wreckfest.
in Wreckfest, and he's obviously seen it on YouTube as well
Okay.
for like a year.
But it's like the game has run well since day one. I think we actually played it before it launched.
played it
it
very
before it
early,
launched.
yeah.
We played it on like a pretty bad graphics card and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like that is a great model to do. I feel like Evo at some point became not early access. It was like free roam everything. You know, it's gonna have daily races. Like what? You know, it's just.
It's just trying to be a game, but saying, "Oh look,
Yeah.
if I've made a mistake."
And I
you
actually
still
really
beat
respect
it."
AC Rally, which is like we're gonna drip feed the content. Like it feels like early access. But I think Evo's done a lot of damage, and there's a lot of people probably who will have, maybe not in this chat, maybe they are, but who would have criticised me a year ago for saying I don't think free roam's going to come.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that daily races aren't in the game; they're in a portal. People criticise me for saying, "Why are you nitpicking?" I think there's a lot of people now who
Owe you an apology.
they will not say that's fine, but it's like they will now be saying, "I gave Evo a lot of chances and I'm disappointed." Not about my relationship with them, but like I think their relationship with the game will be
I think
actually
just ask for a sorry.
Yeah.
Just ask for a sorry.
So your control garage here will be in touch off to the Suffolk coast tomorrow.
Lucky boy.
Very
I'm
nice.
going to Costco's.
The Bots 13. What are your thoughts on new PlayStation Challenge F1DD? I want to get it in for review. I don't actually know anyone at PlayStation. So if anyone has a contact at PlayStation, I definitely want to get that in for review. It looks a lot sturdier than the PlayStation Challenge. A lot sturdier.
That's the F1 one, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. I basically lift the chair when I break the middle bit lifts up, right? You lose all that stability.
But needs foldable due to space. Brackets, wife.
Yeah.
Is the missus just standing in this one spot? And you just... How's that working?
But that's one of the products I want to review the most. And I reviewed the PlayStation Challenge, and the major issue I had with it was the brakes. Actually, the way you have to tighten the things to...
Yeah, with my knockoff PlayStation Challenge, I actually drilled through it.
Yeah,
and
so either you
folded
drill it, but I don't expect to drill it. But if you do like that, over time it just becomes loose and they shoot off.
Just kick it
Yeah,
to
they
the
just
wall.
go next wall. So, yeah. Dave, I think it's a shame for Evo and people who really wanted the career mode. Yeah, obviously there'll be people who jump on the bandwagon, want to just hate. But I was looking forward to a GT experience on PC in the same way I wanted Rensport to be a GT Sport experience on PC. So and Project Motor Racing. Project Motor Racing, I just wanted it to be like a fun game to drive classic cars, really. I didn't need to drive GT3s in Project Motor Racing.
Yeah, there's already enough games to do GT3s.
Yeah.
There's enough games to do think like single seaters and stuff like that.
Any news on Endurance Motorsport Series? We've been talking about it. I think I'm going to release my video on my interview with the producer. So please go watch that, because hopefully it won't do so badly it destroys the channel.
But yeah, Jamie, about a half hour, 40 minutes ago, we were actually discussing that.
Yeah, it's come up a few times. It's come up more times than SF1000.
SF1000 2026? What? That's it, I think. I think we all caught up.
Yeah, so maybe we do some quick fire questions.
About the Goblin.
About the Goblin.
I mean, Goblin needs some pride of place.
But yeah, I've got some exciting content coming, some reviews. We'll be doing a bit of a FANATEC refresh with their discounts. Probably do it, like we did back in the day, we did a State of the Union tech, State of the Unions.
Budget is.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I think we should both watch those videos before we do the new one, so we can refresh
our memories.
Yeah, no, but what we were saying at the time,
yeah.
like were the pricing where we like, yeah, for $499 this is great, but actually the pricing's come down now. Could be really interesting. Really central. I don't realise low sales will be so stiff. Are you on a rig? I mean, you can calibrate. It shouldn't be a problem when you calibrate it properly. You just calibrate it so you don't need to press all the way. Oh, if you've calibrated it incorrectly, they will feel very stiff because you'll feel like you need to go all the way.
Depending on what pedals you got as well. On here, you've got like a little twisty bit.
Yeah.
So you can adjust it as well, depending on what you got.
I think you need to calibrate them so just a little bit of pressure gets you to 100% and go from there. I think even as opposed, because putting it soft elastomers you can do. That's I don't run my RS50s at 100% pressure.
No, you should.
Because I don't want to. Because I don't want to be like, oh, to get it.
What's I mean, who was that Canadian guy? Really fast in iRacing. Club 100. I can't remember. But he said you should be able to hit 100% for a tiny split second and be able to back off to 80, 65. If you can't do that, you just stiffen it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like straining to hit 100.
Yeah.
But I like just a little bit of pressure takes me off to 80.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. You should be able to hit 100, but then be able to control it enough back to 80 and then control it back to 65. So I think
in any braking zone, because you do so much adjustment in the brake, if people don't know, like, this at least is how I drive, because I've got my marker, but I'm never exact. And I modulate the brake. Like if I brake really late, I keep it 100 for longer. If I've come too early, I'll roll off a little bit and I'll come back on it. So that's something you don't actually see when you see us on stream. But with a brake, maybe I'll get a brake trace on like Conspit and then you
maybe,
yeah. Any more quick fire questions? Let us know. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up and we're gonna have a look at we're gonna see whether Charlotte might work for us. I hear there's NASCAR on the same weekend. Never seen NASCAR. I was meant to go to the finals last year, which is quite dramatic because Carl Larson won it even though he hadn't won a race. No, he won it even though he hadn't led a lap or something. Yeah, there's something weird like that. Yeah, I've got my V3s on the stiffest elastomers.
I have no idea what my V3s are. I've got the kit, but I actually don't know. I can't for life.
You got the brake performance kit, little green ones.
Yeah. But I don't know what I've actually got fitted. It's been so.
I'd be surprised if you hadn't got that and just put the stiffest ones in.
I'd be surprised if I could have. Knowing me, I probably bought it.
Yeah.
Put it to the side. I was like, I'll do that later.
Okay.
And just never did it.
But also knowing the V3s, they probably squeaked at some point.
They did.
And you're probably like, while I've taken it apart, I may as well.
No, but also knowing me here, I probably took it apart and forgot that I bought this thing. Put it back together and found it. I was like, oh, next time.
Nice, everyone. Well, we're going to wrap it up there. It's been a fun stream today, actually. Thank you so much for joining. We should be back next Wednesday. And we were just chatting earlier about some exciting content for the year. We might be doing some real world. In fact, can we leak something about?
No, leave them hanging for next week.
Okay, next week we're going to tell you about something big that we're doing, merging sim racing and real world racing that everyone can get involved in. So it's like we're doing it how you would expect us to do it, like how we roll. So we'll talk about that next week then. I'm very excited, and there's plenty of time, and it's going to be super exciting actually.
Yes.
It's going to be super get practicing. But yeah, thanks so much everyone. We're going to end it there, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for joining.